Evening, everyone. Hope you had a great weekend. First of all, we start with our website. Please don't forget to visit our website. We have our academy that would assist you in creating a reversal or a setup for your entry and your exit, or our hallmark setup. All of these are contains videos and text that you can refer. Like, it depends how you like to learn. And we have learning the language of the market, the way that we look at the market, more into Elliot wave perspective. Then we have our monthly subscription that we cover. Our usual one is the $75. Will give you access to our members area where you have recordings for more than 2 years of our daily webbies that we do on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, either London or New York session. We check out setups, potential 136. So good morning to you. So we check out our setups, our view of the market, if there's any potential trades that we might take with our way of looking at the market. Then we will have access to our analysis of USD pairs, pound pairs, yen, euro indices, and some of the cryptos. Then we have our 7-day free trial if you want to check it out. For the people that cannot afford the $75, you will not have it has the same live sessions, but you will not have access to our live recordings. So hopefully we'll see you there. It's a 7-day free trial. You want to check it out. It has no link. You don't link any card to it. You can comment. There's a dedicated chat that we answer most of your questions and try to assist you in most of the trades. From the way we look at it, we give our own perspective of the market. Yeah, so hopefully we'll see you there. Now let's hit our weekly view. Hopefully you guys bought this in the indices. We expected a beautiful bounce on the indices across the board, especially UK 100. It has a potential. Even these ones have a potential to continue going higher, but watch these areas. There is a potential that this can do the following. Let me just change the color. Do the following and correct back down, taking out the lows of these areas. But overall, we'll be looking towards the upside. This has very high potential. If you look at a wider view, I'm looking at it in this perspective. That's our W, that's the X, and we should be heading up. But as I said, this X might not be over. This can come up here, do a fake out, a reverse, knock everybody out. So just watch these areas, especially with the elections and the results that are coming out. So just be careful this week with high volatility moves. So if you're long, take some profit, take 70-80% of your position, leave some running and move to break even. If it gives us a buy setup, if it breaks above here, closes above, does a correction, you can continue your buy. If it does a fake out, comes back in, worst case, you already paid yourself. As I always say, pay yourself and let the rest run. If it comes back down, on our live session, we will update in the midweek. So I'm expecting an open gap on the DXY to the downside. So if this open gap happens around these areas, I would be looking for a correction and continuation for the downtrend. But keep in mind, there's a lot of traders looking at this move is something like this, then one more up. I doubt it's gonna happen, but keep that in mind. This setup might play out. My bias is still to the downside. There's still potential for this to go low. If you look at the higher time frame, I'm looking at approximately this move to play out around these areas. So retest, drop, then we'll reassess around these areas. But still the bias is still to the downside. This whole move is not yet over. But as I said, keep that in mind. This can do a fake out, come back in. We will update our subscribers in the live sessions as we usually do. Last week was an amazing week. Euro, if you were following us for a while, look for buys. We're still looking for the buys. If you are in with us in this move, take some profit, watch these stops. Same as the indices, same as the DXY. Watch this stop. This can do a fake out. This has a potential of doing the following: coming back down, collecting all the liquidity that's down here, and continuing back up. If it does that, don't miss this buy. For the time being, for the following week, my bias is still, is still consolidating or even breaking the top and consolidating at the top of here, continuing to the uptrend. But there's a high potential, it's 50-50 that this can do a fake out, come back down. So watch it and trade safe. Pound, same thing. Now for the past 2 weeks it wasn't clear. I wouldn't advise anyone to trade this kind of mess that's happening, but if you look at it from a different perspective, this can very simply be the following. There's a way to measure this, where this gonna stop. So we'll be looking at any drop and continuation to the upside. This has potential to go higher, but look still for buys if you wanna. I don't trade that much pound. So if you want to look for a setup, look for buys after a fake out. CAD, beautiful sell, was taken in our community at the open of last week. Same thing like the DXY. If you look at the higher, we're looking for this move. Let me do it the following. Something like this. To drop a bit more. There's a way to measure this move. So we're looking at this to be the following. So you might trade if you're looking for 50 and 20 pips. That's your criteria of a trading. You can still look for shorts. We're still heading down. So look for shorts. But be careful, these shorts are not that much of. If you're a swing trader, wait for the price to come down and reverse, taking out these lows. Swissy, same concept. It's more clearer, so I'm looking at the following. I see it more clear than the euro or the pound. So I'm looking at this concept, this breaking and continuing the down move. Same thing as this one. And hopefully you guys are benefiting from these live sessions. We said look for buys, correction and buy. You might have entered here on lower time frame or from the market open. We're now at the top. Is it wise to buy at the top? It's not wise, but a lot of traders would look for sells. So they might do the following: break, come back down, break. So it might head up correctively. If you look at NCAD, there's on the weekly and the daily, there's a high potential of New Zealand to be strong. So I do a lot of comparison. So this has a lot of potential to continue the move up. Is it wise to buy from here? No, it's not wise. But the overall direction is to the upside. It depends what kind of a setup you trade. For my own guys, I would suggest for it to break and do a nice drop, retest of the stop, then you might consider a buy. Same thing as this drop. These ones I call them missing legs. So there's a way I look at it, so it will create another leg the same as this one with the same length at the top. Aussie, same concept. That's your missing leg. Come down, continue up, drop, continue to the upside. Silver, most of my guys love to trade silver, and they took this buy to the pip. They took this short and they are in this buy. And this, as I said on the DXY, this has a potential of to do the following: come back down and clear the bottom. And at the same time, if the DXY is gonna continue the drop, silver and gold are gonna continue moving up. Just watch these areas. You can trade, if you know how, you can trade this drop. If it gives you direction and a setup that you're familiar with, right? In trading, analysis is something and setup is something else. So you have to differentiate between these. You cannot mix both together. So if it gives you a confirmation for your sell, it has a good move to the downside. If not, if you are already in from here, take some profit or move to break even. Worst case scenario, it will knock you out, but direction is to the upside. Gold, same concept. We're looking for the up move. This can do the following: drop one more before any major correction. If you're in, take some profit or move to break even. Oil, beautiful call. Hopefully you guys benefited from this move last week on this buy. I'm looking at, this is almost over with a retest of this order block. We can continue the up move. So bias is to the upside. There's one setup that I explained to my guys is this. Let me change the color. This move with this move, this might send the price down, same thing as this one. We will not take it. We're looking for buys. Even if price comes back down here, there's a way to measure it, and we'll be looking to enter in this. Worst case scenario is break even. We already took some profit on our longs. If it comes back down, it will knock us out at break even, and we're looking for the buys around these areas. There's a way to measure these. If you don't know how, please chat with us. There's a chat for everyone can join. It's a Telegram chat. My admins and I, we can answer most of your questions. UJ explained it 2 weeks ago that after this move, look for a correction or a move to the upside. But overall, this whole correction is not yet over. This whole move is not yet over. So on any correction, which it did over here, look for sells. So hopefully you guys took that sell. Now, what are we expecting for this week? If you're not in a sell, do not sell here. Why I'm saying that? Because it broke the bottom. Wait for the correction retest. If it bounces straight from here, this has the tendency of finishing this move and back up to this trend. But if it does a correction retesting this zone, you can sell it back again. So watch these areas. If it bounces from here strongly, not like this one, just let me clear my chat a bit. If it retests, take your sell. If it bounces from here strongly and goes inside the zone again, wait for the correction and take your long. Watch these areas. That's potential for a sell, and if it breaks above, goes inside this zone, wait for the correction lower time frame and take your long. Pound, we're still looking for buys, especially if the indices are heading up higher. So most of the yen pairs are gonna be looking for the upside. Aussie yen was a beautiful buy. CAD yen was a beautiful buy. So watch these areas. Intentions is to the upside. Crypto, said it last week, look for your buy. Hopefully you guys benefited from this move. From around, we were around these areas if I'm not mistaken, something like that. So look for your buys. I still say look for your buys. Watch the 17k. There's a potential around the 17k that this move is over. A lot of sellers are gonna hit here and they're gonna get their stop losses hit. Do not sell. This has the tendency of doing the following. Around the 17k we might have this kind of a correction. We might. If you didn't take your buy, let me show you something. See, that was your buy area. If you'd like to learn how to measure and really benefit from these moves and stop trading the retail perspective, join our team. Watch these areas for a potential correction or a bounce. Do not sell from here. Even if price does the following, do not sell it. We will reassess and give a better direction. Don't sell the top. And that would be, we would have covered most of our pairs that we cover on our weekly basis on our Sunday evenings before the market open. I will take requests if you guys have any requests. You can type them in the chat or in our Telegram free chat. Somebody is requesting USD try. Guys, thank you, Mike Uncle. Don't forget the likes, guys. Like and comment, please. It will help us to grow our channel. It's free. You can press the click. USD try. If you're looking to sell, I wouldn't do that. This can very simply do the following and continue. So if it does the following, make sure you buy it from here. Hopefully I answered your question. Anything else, guys? Any requests to try it out, how we look at the market, and answer most of the chat that you guys want? There's the monthly subscription. You're welcome, Neil. Michael, you said you wanted. Daniel, you're more than welcome, sir. Neo is in a move to the words the upside on any correction, small correction, any setup you look for a buy setup, take it. This is heading up at least till the 80 or the 70 area. So on any pullback, buy it. We said this last week, UK 100. Hopefully you guys are in it. If you're in it, take some profit, 50%, move to break even and let it run. Thank you so much, guys, for attending. Don't forget to press the like and comment and share our small community. Thank you so much. Have a great week and trade safe.